Alright, I'm going to do a quick recap of the first 7 days so far. Started out February 16th, signed in, climbed up the stairs and the falls to stayed at Amicaloa Lodge. And the next day, left Amicaloa Lodge and finished the approach trail up to the top of Springer, and then dropped down to Stover Creek Shelter. Froze my ass off that night. The next day, went from Stover Creek Shelter to Gooch Mountain Shelter. Gooch Mountain Shelter was really nice. Met a former thru hiker there, taking orders for the next morning for breakfast down at Gooch Gap. First Trail Magic. On the way from Gooch Mountain Shelter to, where the heck were we going? Woods Hole. Yeah, Woods Hole Shelter. We also got Trail Magic at Woody Gap, which is pretty awesome. So I got the Woods Hole Shelter, and there's hardly anybody there. Got up the next morning from Woods Hole and headed up to Blood Mountain, where I had my first summit beer, which is awesome. Dropped down from Blood Mountain down to Neal Gap, sent a few things home, and then we stayed at Blood Mountain Cabins, myself and two other hikers. I got a pizza that night, very nice. And the next day, we left Neal Gap and hiked into Low Gap. Low Gap was very few tent sites, so I had to stay in a shelter again, which I said I wouldn't do after Stover Creek. We had to. And then from Low Gap, we hiked up to Blue Mountain, did a short day, 7.3. And that kind of set us up for the day yesterday. We went from Blue Mountain to Addis Gap campsite. And that took us over the finish of Blue Mountain, over Rocky Mountain, over Trey Mountain. So spent the night at kind of our first night in dispersed camping. And very nice. I slept so good last night. Finally, it's been a week. Slept fantastic, feel good today. And now, we left Addis Gap this morning, and we're heading for Dick Creek Gap, where we're going to spend the night at Around the Bend Hostel. Get our clothes washed, get resupplied, and that's it for the first 7 days. Today's day 8. It's been great. Fixed all my foot issues. My feet feel great now. Got that all figured out. My legs feel great. And like I said earlier on just a post on, I said my videos will be coming out on March 3rd. By that time I should have 2 weeks of videos uploaded. And after that they should be pretty steady, one per day. So thanks for watching, thanks for following along. And full-length videos coming soon.